While summer is prime time for city crews to fix our roads and delve into new projects, it can also be a frustrating time for residents and commuters. Getting from place to place while construction is in full swing is sometimes inconvenient and time-consuming. Kathy Lee tells us what the city has done to make things easier and help you plan ahead before hitting the road.
For the past few weeks, the road in front of Ted Hawes's house has been torn up for a water and sewer line replacement.
It wouldn't be right to say we're not inconvenienced by it, but we accept that.
Due to the wet weather, this project has been delayed, forcing Hawes and his wife to adjust for a little while longer.
In a sense, the largest inconvenience because we don't get any mail service now, and so we have to go to the post office and pick it up there.
The wait can be tedious during construction season, so the city has developed an online map for residents to stay updated.
It basically shows all the construction projects city has planned for 2011, and you can basically just click on there and see where any work's going to happen.
The website was the answer to many residents calling into the city inquiring about the timeline for projects.
This site is just one of many projects outlined in the budget for 2011. This year alone, the city has allotted $40 million just for construction.
From subdivision work to water and sewer main replacements, street improvement program type stuff, which is doing milling and overlaying of our residential and collector streets within the city.
City officials remind residents to be patient as keeping up with regular maintenance will benefit you in the long run.
We're trying to improve the city for all the residents, and to improve we need to rebuild and reconstruct some of our old infrastructure. So it is to better the city for the future and generations ahead of us.
Seeing the positive, Hawes says his impatience is short-lived as he does look forward to the results of another future project in his area.
Just to the north of us, 49th Avenue is going to be cut off, and I think that'll make this neighborhood really quiet. Because the traffic will be reduced and we'll have a nice street to go out and peel rubber on and stuff like that.
Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
The Vermillion Fair kicked off in style this morning, headlined by its annual parade. As Robert Buffum tells us, the parade and the entire fair have become an integral part of the fabric of that community.
The energy in the build-up to this parade was palpable.
Is this the first time you've ever been in a parade?
Yep.
And once it hit Main Street, it was obvious why.
Yeah, this is like Christmas in Vermilion. It's bigger than Christmas, pretty much.
For a farming town that's endured good times and bad, this parade has been a constant for 105 years.
How many years have you seen the parade, do you think?
Well, I think probably 60, right, Bev?
My horse ran away with me. Trixie was her name, I remember that. 1950 was the first time I rode in the parade.
Vermilion's an agricultural community, and everybody comes to the fair.
This colorful distraction, a celebration that's remained the biggest event of the year for Vermilions over several generations.
It just brings everybody together, and the fair is such a success.
It's awesome. I recommend it for everyone.
Most of the businesses in town, they shut right down for the parade.
The parade jump-starts the fair, a 3-day extravaganza that sees the town swell.
If Edmonton or Calgary can get 1 million people, that's everybody in their community comes. And we have not quite 5,000 people, and we get about 25,000 come to our fair.
But there's no denying the grassroots role farming plays in the fair and its community.
I'm showing a mature ewe, a market lamb, and a ewe lamb. When we work with him, he's always the tamest lamb.
Is Pepper your best friend?
Mm-hmm.
Nor is there any denying the importance of the fair to the town and its volunteers.
We say the fair's 2 weeks long. We just invite the public for the last 3 days.
It runs through Saturday, with the midway adding to daily livestock attractions. Robert Buffum, Newcap News.
Well, cultural diversity is a prominent fixture in every community, and St. Paul displayed its diversity today during the first annual Heritage Festival. As Clayton Brown explains, many groups with all kinds of different backgrounds took part in the celebration.
People, young and old, enjoyed music, dancing, stories, and food as the town of St. Paul proudly showcased the many different cultures that make up the community.
The main focus was working with seniors, connecting seniors and youth, and reducing social isolation. And what we built into that was actually working with many different cultural backgrounds and trying to bring diverse groups together.
But the day is also about understanding, learning about the differences between cultures and appreciating each other for who we are.
This is what this is all about, is to open your mind and to understand what people are doing and why they're like they are. So I think this is a great thing, and I think it's a good thing for the community. It's a good thing for everybody to come.
It means that people can identify with you. And number two, it means that people will be able to respect you for what you are. You know, like when I know you, it means I know what you stand for.
And everyone seemed to embrace the opportunity, as audience members wasted no time to jump in and join the fun.
When people come together and they join you, it makes you feel that yes, one, you are received. Number two, these are people that want to learn something about you. And number three, these are people that want you to live amongst them and be happy.
In St. Paul, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
A mixture of warm temperatures and moisture are vital for farmers in helping them manage their crops to their full potential. The Canadian Wheat Board has teamed up with the Weather Bug, providing an online weather service for farmers. In this week's crop report, Shauna Roshik tells us more about this useful tool.
With 800 weather stations across Western Canada, weatherfarm.com is providing information farmers can use now.
Minute-to-minute reporting of all of the weather conditions that you'd want: precipitation, winds, speed, temperature obviously, and it also gives a forecast.
Klimek says the website provides more than just current and future forecasts. It also has the capability to model for disease and insects.
Farmers can look at those models and have an idea of when the infestations might come and if they should be spraying.
Currently, farmers accessing weather information comes from stations based in cities, which does not give all the relevant and useful information they need for the region they are farming.
It puts a lot more information out there and hopefully a little more closer to home for farmers to be able to get accurate weather.
There is no charge to access information on the site, and weatherfarm.com is easy to navigate. Shauna Roshik, Newcap News.